Good morning, World History Cardinals. This is Miss Wall, and I am coming to you this morning from Canvas to discuss our daily activity. I am using Student View so that you can see how everything should look for today. To start off, I'm still going to remind you that you have until the 22nd to complete the SEL survey. So on your student view page, you should already see a little alarm over here that tells you exactly what I'm talking about. So when you click that link, you're going to see my announcement. The deadline is the 22nd. You have to go to the dashboard to actually click this link if you want to go immediately. If not, you're going to have to just type in that bit.ly in the search engine. All right, if we're going back to the home page, just also want to remind you that the Atlantic slave trade document was due on the 16th, and we have another activity coming up for Unit 6, Lesson 2. Some of you have already started to turn that in. So let's go down to modules so we can start today's lesson on the Glorious Revolution. So let's scroll down. Yesterday we talked about the Enlightenment thinkers, and again, I saw a lot of your work being turned in, and I saw a few people who got as far as doing the closure. So thank you for that as well. But today we're going to start on the Glorious Revolution. Please note that these say 0 points, which means these are classwork assignments and not necessarily homework assignments. So today in class, we are going to watch this video, and it says write a notice and wonder you have about this video. There's a text entry box for you that will be made available once you click start assignment in the video. Then after this, the Glorious Revolution is going to basically start talking about the monarchies. So if you remember in Unit 5, you had a section on absolutism. That was your first introduction to the monarchy. So you have an article right here that goes into the definition of the history of the Glorious Revolution. And it reads, the Glorious Revolution ultimately established the supremacy of Parliament over the British monarchy. Parliament meaning their form of government. But how did the deep-seated fear of popery, now they're talking about Catholic tyranny, how did that fear of popery, aka Catholic tyranny, precipitate the events leading up to it? So you actually have a pretty lengthy read because you need to know the fear of the Catholic tyranny, rebellion and revolt, Dutch invasion, revolution, and consequences. So you will be reading this information in this article, every section, because you also have a graphic organizer. So the graphic organizer says certain things like copy of 3 close reading worksheets, and it's just going to ask you a bunch of questions, and then you will fill that out from that aspect. Go to next. After you have answered the questions on the worksheet, your closure is comparing the English Bill of Rights with the U.S. Bill of Rights. Now, yesterday, you were able to write down 3 rights that you felt were important. Then you were supposed to learn about the 12 Enlightenment thinkers, aka philosophers, and for closure yesterday, you had to choose the philosopher who you felt was more compatible with the rights that you wanted to have put in place. So if you finished that assignment, then you could do this one. Except here, they just want to compare contrast. says the English Bill of Rights and the U.S. Bill of Rights were written about 100 years apart. They want you to write the similarities and the differences, and it should be a paragraph, no less than 5 sentences. So we're looking 5 to 7 sentences. You click on the link to look at the English Bill of Rights, and they're numbered 1 through 13, but notice that they skip a little bit. So the Parliament is declaring that the king has the power. The king can do everything he wants. You can see how this is going to lead into the American Revolution after a while. Then you compare the U.S. Bill of Rights, and you just scroll down and read all the amendments. Read everything that we have here, okay? So you will be aware of what America chose to do versus what England chose to do. And then after that, you will be done. And I'm going to leave student view just so I can go back and show you the graphic organizer since I was unable to get it to pull up. So it says copy of 3 close reads worksheet. And this is what they're talking about. Pay attention to the headings and titles, images, cartoons. Make a copy of this first, same way you do. Go to File, hit Make a Copy, and then it's going to pop up copy of. Do that for yourself. Then in that article, you're supposed to write down vocabulary, any words you didn't recognize or understand. You're supposed to write down the main idea of the article. You're just filling this out. And it tells you how to do it. It gives you some leading sentences. At first I thought, now I think, or not thinking on. But it just means you have to read the article. That's all. All right, I will see you guys in class in a few minutes, but please take the time to utilize this pre-recorded video to give you an idea of where we are going in Unit 6, Age of Revolutions. Thank you, and have a good day.